Now here's Freddie Freeman. Swung on, hit in the air to deep right.
And forget it. And the Dodgers strike first. It's a bloop single to right for Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers have added on. Swing and a line drive. Hernandez will pick it up and a bounce. Out at the plate. And they are one win away from taking the 2024 World Series.
Our guys are very hungry for a championship parade, and so nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing.
See how this looks right here? Doesn't look that hard, right? Bam! I'm swinging that air. Guess what? That's what the hell the Yankees are doing. Instead of watching home runs get smacked out of the stadium, I got to deal with this. Could you come here, please?
Yeah,
Could you bring what this is going on right now?
I got to clean this up, though. I mean.
Whoa! You see that? You see that?
Wow!
That is what the hell is going on in New York City because my Yankees, the greatest franchise in sports annals, has forgotten how to hit the damn baseball. And because of that, I got to deal with that damn Jeff Saturday. We got to switch to some football. I got to listen to Molly. Steven. I told you the Yankees were going to lose. And I got Jessica Mendoza, the great Jessica Mendoza herself, bringing in broomsticks. You're enjoying this, ain't you?
I am. I'm really enjoying this.
Stephen A., she's from L.A. She's from L.A. Keep it in mind. All right, as Stephen A. just mentioned, rough night out here in New York. In front of a hostile Yankee Stadium crowd, Buehler cruised through 5 scoreless innings, riding a fastball and setting the tone in a back-breaking 4-2 victory on Monday night. Freddie Freeman has been on a tear, homering. In his 5th straight World Series game, the Dodgers have now taken a commanding 3-0 lead and are on the cusp of its 2nd championship in 5 years. As for the other side, it's here for the Yanks.
Aaron, only one team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in World Series history. How do you like your chances heading into Game 4?
We're trying to get a game tomorrow. Okay, that's where our focus lies. So hopefully we can, go be this amazing story and shock the world. But right now it's about trying to get a lead, trying to grab a game and force another one, and then on from there. But we got to grab one first.
Just look at the season we've had, the ups and downs. Look at the postseason that we've had, the battles we've had, and just kind of go from there. Even though we're down 3-0, it's we win one game. You never know what's going to happen the next couple. So it's just about looking at the next game that we got tomorrow, and that's all we got.
It's hard out here in these streets. That's all I got to say, Stephen A.
Because the impossible happened at the opening of the show. My man Shannon Sharpe, my brother, I didn't forget about you. I'm just emotional right now, damn it, because of what's happening to my New York Yankees. I ain't forget you, bro. It's just that them damn Yankees have let me down, and I didn't feel like coming to you, looking at you, laughing at me.
You saw the swing.
Well, I went with Jess because I think she knows what she's talking about when it comes to baseball. I definitely wasn't riding with you. You picked the Yankees? Oh, no.
See how you got to rub it in? See how you got to rub it in? Make me sick. Ooh. Let's go. Let's do the show, Molly. Let's do the show.
Okay, Jess, it's so great to see you. The broom was a little, it was a little rough.
Well, I saw the swing. I had to come in there.
But it was fitting. All right, so Judge's bat has been silent all postseason long. How does his postseason performance have you impacting him now?
I just feel like the pressure just keeps on mounting. He understands how important his bat is. I mean, the whole entire country, everybody understands, especially Yankee fans. But the biggest thing is just the pressure that he feels, and we're seeing him chase pitches he doesn't normally. I mean, there was an at-bat that he struck out, 3-2 right here, 3-2 count. He did not see a strike. That was ball 4. Aaron Judge in the regular season, he takes that pitch, he takes his walks, but he feels the pressure. That was the at-bat to me, though. That was cookie on a platter, curveball up in the zone. In fact, even on the call, it felt like this was going to be a home run 100%. So you're seeing Aaron Judge caught in between 99 miles an hour on the hands. He's looking curveball, gets fastball, looks fastball, gets curveball. But ultimately, he knows the team goes as he goes. He feels all the pressure.
It's just the nerves.
Not nerves. I would say more of he understands that he has to get it done. So he is chasing. He is doing things that he does not normally do.
You know your baseball. We know what you bring to the table. Shay, you're a Hall of Famer. Let me tell you what pundits like myself do, okay? What we do is this. Whoever you are, regularly, is what we look at to define what you are when it really, really counts. What I mean by that is this. if you have been smacking 57 home runs throughout the regular season, okay, and you're the monster, but then the bright lights of the postseason show up, and you're nowhere to be found, that is called choking to us. Now, I'm not going to use that word with this man. He's such a nice guy, Aaron Judge. I don't know if you ever met him. He's such a nice guy. I don't wish this on him.
It's hard to see him struggling.
But here's what we're going to say. This is one of the most atrocious performances we've seen from a baseball player, from a hitter in postseason history. 0-83, not even batting 100, 1 for 12, 7 strikeouts. And oh, by the way, this ain't the first postseason he has done this. I think his career, correct me if I'm wrong, Jessica, isn't it like 122 what his batting average is in like multiple postseasons? He is so lucky that the late, great George Steinbrenner, the former owner of the New York Yankees, is not alive. Because could you imagine what George Steinbrenner would be saying about him to the media, on camera, in the tabloids, and everything else in between? He wouldn't stop because you have to show up and produce when it counts most. New York is a rough town, but it can also be very forgiving.
1 for 11. Like,
yeah.
we've talked about this whole
you see that damn
entire
smile
series.
on Shannon's face? What you smiling for, Shannon? What's so funny? What's so funny, man?
Because Jess is right. Because what's happening is that he's pressing. He knows that his team is up against it, and he knows he's trying to get out of this slump. But if we think about it, hey, Jess, what do you and Stephen A. think about Barry Bonds? Because Barry Bonds in 1990 in the NLCS hit 167. In the next year, he followed it up with 148. And then he had 1 year where he hit 176. You think it impacted Barry Bonds, how we view him? So let's just say for the sake of argument, he comes back. They don't win this year. They're not winning this year. But they come back, let's say in the year's future, and they win a couple of World Series. We're going to forget about this. A-Rod struggled. There have been a lot of great players that's in the Hall of Fame that have struggled once they got to the postseason. And I agree with you, Stephen A. What we see in the regular season, we at least, at bare minimum, expect that. But the greatness rises even above their regular season once they get to the postseason. We look at a Brady in the playoffs. We look at a Jordan, or we look at a Kobe or a LeBron, Kevin Durant. You look at their postseason numbers, and then you look at, the regular season numbers, and then you look at their postseason numbers, they're even greater. That's how you build a legacy. That's how you become iconic. He's struggling right now because he's pressing, because he knows this is finality. See, in the regular season, Jess, you play 162, you strike out 4 times, guess what? You got an opportunity tomorrow to go 3 for 4, and people will forget about the next day. But not in the postseason, because there's finality to this. And this is what's going to be remembered. But if he comes back in a couple of years and he plays better in the postseason,
I got that.
They're not going to hold this over
part.
here.
I'm just talking about now. I'm talking about now and going into the next season. Like, you want to roll out there? They gave him a standing ovation when he showed up to the plate for the first time, and he got blown away and struck out. I said, oh, damn. This is depressing. I almost cried last night. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now.
It was one thing in LA, but then when it carried into New York.
No, but I think the biggest thing is the fact that their whole entire offense isn't showing up. So then you're paying attention to who's the dude, who's the guy. It's 1 for 11. We come into this series, and it is Ohtani versus Judge. Both of their bats have been absolutely quiet, non-existent. But the Dodgers are winning. They got Tommy Edman, they got Freddie Freeman, they got Mookie Betts, they got other dudes that are producing.
A whole bunch of other dudes.
That's why Aaron Judge is getting so much.
And think about it.
This is bad too, Shannon. Let me tell you something right now.
And Jeff, you make a great point, but think about what Freddie Freeman was doing in the previous 2 series. Freddie did nothing. And now all of a sudden, he's going to hit it over the fence on you every time. He's seeing the ball extremely well in the World Series. But he didn't see the ball like this in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs.
Well, listen, let me tell you this. I got bigger concerns right now because the Yankees are done. They're on the verge of getting swept, which is very, very, very embarrassing. We don't do sweeps. We don't like sweeps in New York City. That really, really bugs me. It's hurting me in a way.
Him and both Mad Dog.
But let me say this to y'all. I'm very, very worried because if you look at Soto, you want to play with winners. You want to play with cats that show up when it counts, okay? You know the Dodgers want him, and they got the money to go get him since Shohei deferred most of his money, all right? You know the Mets want him. They got deep pockets, okay? I ain't thinking about no damn Blue Jays, but the Mets And the Dodgers want Soto. And now more than ever, we can't lose Soto because you're looking at Aaron Judge. And fair or unfair, New York Yankee fans, if the Yankees get swept tonight, New York Yankee fans are going to be looking at it going like, we can't rely on the Judge.
Oh,
we can't rely on the Judge.
I would rely on Aaron Judge in any postseason. I get what he's doing right now. Yeah. Any postseason, because we are going to look back on his career and not, you can minus, of course, everything he's done in the regular season. I would put money on Aaron Judge. I mean, even tonight, that bat, it takes one swing. Yeah. One swing, and all of a sudden the narrative changes. All of a sudden they win.
This is not the only postseason. There's a habit.
He's got 10 more years. He's got a decade left to make his mark, and he will.
But how do you think Yankee fans are going to feel about him when the Yankees get swept tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to hate him. That's just flat out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not going to hate him.
But to Shannon's point, it's not going to be his legacy. It's not. He's got.
No. Jeff, can you get Stephen A. to understand? He's making it seem like they're about to get swept by a wild card tearteam. Does he realize how good the Dodgers was in the regular season?
They wasn't supposed to be this good.
They got three former MVPs.
We argued this in April. We argued this in April. When I said they would win it all, and you said no.
We had questions about Yamamoto, okay? We knew Flaherty, the brother could bowl. But I'm just looking at it. I'm saying, wait a minute. Yankees been hitting all year. Well, all of a sudden, your bats just disappear on you. And then you look at Boone. You take out Cole in game one. What you do that for? You leave Cortez in there to go up against Freeman, and you walk Betts to do that. I mean, you set that up, okay? Don't get me a starter of Rodon. Why didn't you save him for Yankee Stadium? Why did you have to pitch him in LA?
No. If we're going pitching decisions, it's bringing Jake Cousins out in the 10th inning. The game that should have been won. Freddie Freeman should have never had the opportunity to hit that home run. Jake Cousins should not have come in that 10th inning. I mean, Luke Weaver was in 19 pitches.
19
Luke Weaver
pitches.
needed to come back out. So everyone's talking about Cortez versus Hill. Why was Cortez not facing Mookie Betts?
I wasn't
all
finished.
of that.
I was going to bring up Weaver.
Oh, all right.
I was going to bring up Weaver. How do you take Weaver out? How do you take him out? Oh, don't give me. Oh, you know, it's just so much stuff. Again, if you lose, it hurts enough. But to get swept, they're on the verge of getting swept.
Bullpen game tonight. I mean, but let's just talk about that for a second. Okay, so we got a bullpen game tonight. It is the best chance. You look at the 9th inning. If you want, for Yankees fans that are a little irritated right now, look at what happened in that 9th inning. You got Michael Kopech, who's throwing 101 miles an hour, who has been the Dodgers closer, the best pitcher that they've got, and they were able to walk. Alex Verdugo goes yard. They produce. He's your 9-hitter. This is like abysmal hitting. All of a sudden, like, And what do we have today? A bullpen game. 6 arms came out of that bullpen in Game 3. They have used all of their arms every game.
Who's pitching tonight?
It's an opener. It's TBD. TBD is pitching for the Dodgers tonight.
Probably.
Most likely it'll be Ryan Brazier. But the point is you're going to see all of the arms from the Dodgers that you've already seen. So as a Yankee fan, if you want to win, you don't want that sweep. You want that win, it's tonight. And when we looked at this entire series, it was this game that you were looking for.
Can we have one game where Freddie Freeman doesn't hit a home run? What?
Maybe it's been unreal.
Maybe don't pitch him fastballs inside. Did you see all 3 of those home runs?
Yes,
every
all 3.
single one, right? Here, here, and here.
Inside.
Don't get in his kitchen.
Shannon?
Jess, I want to ask you about Game 1 because I think a lot of Yankee fans are saying, why would you take Cole out after 88 pitches when he's really dealing? Do you have a problem with Boone's decision to remove Garrett Cole after only 88 pitches?
I mean, I have a problem overall with where the game has gone with starting pitching. I mean, that is just a bigger picture. I wanted Garrett Cole to stay in that game because I want our stars to continue to be in this game, especially when they're dealing. But it's the paper. It's what's in front of you. 3rd time through the lineup. I knew it before it was going to happen. Everybody knew it, especially the way that the game's gone. So I get frustrated overall when you've got superstar Cy Young pitchers that are dealing and they are feeling it. And you know that, yes, the Yankees have some arms in that pen.
Leaning on the damn analytics.
But to go into it so quickly, yes, I'm always with you. But I'm also with you on the entire game, always taking out the starting pitching when they're dealing.